Okay, this is a quick video on how to shorten a folding traveler pole. First of all, the things that you will need are a set of needle nose pliers, a pair of scissors to cut the cord, and then also I take a piece of wire, a long piece of thin wire, and I make a nice little loop on the end, and that's what's going to grab the cord and thread it through the inside of the tube, and I'll show you how that works. So the first step is to remove the top section of the pole. So you take the flip block and open that up and pull the top section, exposing the different centimeter marks here all the way to the top where it says stop right here, and keep going and pull the top section all the way off so that the end is exposed, and you'll see that you can see the knotted cord at the end. Okay. The second step is to use your needle nose pliers and grab that cord. And what I do is I pull it out from the pole and pinch it in between two of the plastic little notches that are there. It just helps to hold it a little bit. And you don't have to be too precise here, but just anywhere near this knot at the end, just simply cut that knot off so that the cord is now thin at the end and will slip through the pole. Then what I do is simply let go of the cord, and it's going to snap down through the pole. And I will remove this top section of pole that has the centimeter marks and put that aside. And this center section, which is black, that middle section of pole, I simply pull that away and set it aside because you're no longer going to use that section of pole. Now, the next step is to get this cord to thread back through the section of pole that has the centimeter marks on it. And in order to do that, I use my thin metal wire here, and in the end that has those plastic marks closest to the end that says stop, I take the looped end of this wire and I stick it in there so that it pops out the other end just a little bit. You can see how that loop is what I'm going to put the cord through so that I can thread it back up. So I grab one of the exposed cords. There are two cords that are exposed, but I go one at a time, and I slip that through the through the loop. Sometimes the loop gets a little bit squished, so you just have to open it so that it can accept the cord. So I put the cord through that loop just a little bit, an inch or two, so that it reaches over, and then make sure that that loop is secure. Kind of wrap it around a little bit so that it can pull that through. And then what I do is I grab that middle end at the other end of the wire, and I start to tug so that that cord comes through, and I get this end here as close as possible to the metal. And then at this end, it takes a little bit of a tug. Then you'll see a little bit of the cord exposed, and simply grab that. Now it's all the way through. I'm going to take the second one and do the same thing. I'm going to pause. Okay, now I have the second and last remaining cord through the wired loop, and I want to make sure at the other end that I don't lose the cord that I already put through. There's that cord, so I want to make sure that I kind of keep a hold on that. Whoops, slippery. Keep a hold on that as I yank this second cord through. Sometimes it takes a bit of a... Okay, now you'll see that the second cord has come through, and I'm just going to remove that wire. Sometimes you have to unwind it a little bit because it gets a little bit taut as it yanks through the tube. Now I have these two exposed cords that aren't tied in a knot, and that's our last step. So what I recommend is that you take the first section of pole with the tip and the second section and put that on there so it's nice and tight. Grab the two exposed cords, and what I do is I pull it as tight as I can. You know, this is completely loose, and I grab it and pull it out maybe about 6 inches or so, and then pinch it with my other fingers, or have a partner grab it for you. I've done this a few times, so I make this knot myself, just a loop over knot like you do in your shoes. And then I pull it tight like that, and then, you know, tighten it a little bit and let it settle back into the tube like that. And you'll see there are about, I don't know, 6 inches exposed at the end, which is extra. And what I'll do is just simply cut that off a little bit beyond the knot. And then I can take the original section of pole with the flip block at the end, open the flip block, fit it over the end, and then slide it down. Now, this new pole that's shorter, these centimeter marks won't necessarily be accurate, but the idea is that you can remember, you know, how long or how short you have the pole. And it's really great. I recommend that you go down to just above the 110 centimeter mark, close it, down to the 100 centimeter mark, open the pole, and then you're good to go with a pole that's only 15 inches long, and it's ready to fit in the bag and go on a great trip with you. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. And if you have any questions, just contact yorknordic.com. There's contact information on there as far as our phone number and our email, lauren@yorknordic.com. Thanks so much.